Alright, boys, Deus 2 version 200. See that dime down there, that silver dime? Now that's a simple detecting scenario, you know. You could have shallower, higher conductors. You know, some people may be sweeping over that stuff and maybe they wouldn't dig it because of what they're getting for ID. Alright, I've got two programs here in this sensitive FT program. They're set up the same speed. One has a 80 or a 78 notch. See it there? 78 notch, and left the iron range open, which you can do. There's other programs the same way, no notch. Okay, so you're out in the wild and you come over a target with a 78 notch. You see that ID? Well, you wouldn't think that's a silver coin, would you? Now, it could be a higher junk target being masked, too. I transitioned to my no-notch program. Look what happens. You see there? Reading about 10 points low. This is the 24 max frequency in both of these, by the way. Which you can use, okay? You're going to get a little better performance around some iron instances with the 24 versus the 14. The iron faucet may be a little better. Alright. Again, no notch. Or notch, I'm sorry, notch. See it? 81, 82. Look at there. Now, if we turn on this target over here, okay, let's see where I'm at here. This is no notch. This is notch. So see, from this direction here, you don't really get any valuable data, unlike this direction. Okay? You see that? That's notch. 78 notch. No notch. She drops a bunch, boys. 10 to 15 points. Well, that would alert a person, like, wait a minute. Let's dig that. Now, while I've got this machine on, I'm going over here to the mono program. I'm not going to show all the frequency. This is 7.5. Speed 1. Okay? See what you got there? You got a zinc penny ID. Well, you're not wanting to dig that target because you think it's a zinc. You're wanting to dig that target because you suspect the ID you achieved earlier at 80, you don't know what it is. It could be a zinc. It's possible. It could be a copper coin. It could be a silver coin. So that's 7.5 kilohertz. Okay, reads zinc penny ID basically. I just thought I would show that. That's speed 1 too, by the way. Just remember, you know, when you're using this program here, the actual notch program, there it is, right there. When you're using that at speed 1, you're still getting some pretty damn good depth with this call right here. And you're getting the ID at depth, you know, 7.5 kilohertz. You know, this machine, when you get to a certain depth, you know, a nickel could read like a dime. A pull ring could read like a dime. You don't want that. So I think it's better to transition between the multi-frequency programs. Now, you could have you a 14 kilohertz base program. Okay, this was the notch program. This is the no notch program. Now I went to 14. So you know, notice there, even with the 14 kilohertz, I'm not getting silver coin ID, am I? But since we looked at that with the 24 max frequency and we see the disparity in the ID, we suspect low conductive masking. We don't believe that 8081 we got in this machine. That's a target that an amateur might miss, or lesser experienced detectorist. They may have got a zinc and penny ID on it running a Deus 1, and they walked on it. You might dig out there, and there lays that old mercury dime. I hope you enjoyed.